Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another end of the month low buy check-in and haul. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what I'm trying to do this year I am trying to spend less than last year. Sounds pretty straightforward. I'm trying to spend less than 2,000 euros for the whole year on beauty. And I track on my Excel sheet, just like last year, all of my empties, all of my purchases, and any income that I have from the beauty area of my hobby, so any YouTube income or affiliate links. In this video, we are going to discuss how my month of low buy went and whether I spent the money that I was supposed to or not supposed to spend and how I felt about it. I have to say, and I can start with saying, it was hard. It's getting harder to spend a small amount because I feel very, I don't know. I feel like shopping gives me a little bit of peace of mind and something to look forward to. So I am actually really itching to spend or itching to buy something, itching to receive something. One of the biggest red flags was Nabla's latest launch of the Cutie collection, and you'll see that I purchased quite some stuff from that launch, and the not immediate, but almost immediate regret I felt once I received the product. So I didn't feel regret right after buying. So the moment that I pressed buy, I was actually super excited, but once I saw the product. So I have to say that I think there's a difference there between regretting the purchase the moment you make it and it being very impulsive, and then regretting the product once you receive it. And the reason I regretted the product once I received it was just the color scheme a little bit is out of something that I would use a lot. And I have this feeling that I actually did purchase more than I should have because I wanted to actually share it on YouTube and Instagram. That is a very dangerous spot to be in, and it's quite common for YouTubers, especially smaller YouTubers, to feel that way because you want to be creating content that is relevant, you want to create content that is complete. And I had this issue with the Nabla skin glazing launch. There were, I think, 6 shades, and I bought 3 because they were I bought 2 because they were the 2 that I thought suited me the most. And there I actually just created my content. It was fine like this. Actually, the video is still going quite well and I'm happy about that. And I should have stuck with that. Instead, this time I wanted to buy more. On the positive side, for that order, I actually did not buy that, let's say, all of it. Because I was also tempted for that, but then I knew that, for example, the lipsticks were not colors that would suit me, and I just bought all of the palettes. Let's take a look at that order. Let's do that. So Nabla came out with 3 new mini collections, started from 3 new mini palettes. These are the Cutie palettes: Platinum, Wildberry, and Metropolitan. And each one came also with a eye pencil, a stylo they call it. I bought the brown one, the number 2, and I'm actually really happy about it. It is a brown pencil. You'll see the review of these because I'm also like testing them out these days since I got them. I'm wearing the berry palette on my eyes right now. And they also came out with lipsticks, which I was really tempted to buy, but I didn't because I knew all the colors were just too gray for me and I wouldn't use them. And I wanted to try the formula. Luckily, a friend of mine wanted to get a full bundle, so I actually have had the chance to try the formula. I'll include it in my review, and that's a little bit of a cheat from the point of view that I was saying before, that I want to buy things to review them. But yeah, I purchased the 3 palettes. I am so impressed with the textures in here. And this guy right here was the one that actually was the most interesting to me. This is platinum. And then the one that I bought impulsively just to catch them all is this guy, which is also what I'm wearing right now. And I feel like this is not a very Alice look, not these days. I either wear green or I wear warm browns, but I don't wear reds and berries on my eyes. It's not typical for me. I don't love it on my skin tone, and I wouldn't care if it suited me or not, if I loved it, but I don't. So I feel like this was an impulse buy that I could have saved on. That is the only thing that I'm not so happy about. In that same order, I also purchased this guy right here, which is another skin glazing in the shade Lucent Jungle. And I didn't purchase this one initially because I thought it was, as a highlighter, too dark for me. And it could be the case if you pack it on, but I saw it on Instagram on Killer Colors. She isn't darker than me, and she was rocking this golden sheen. Maybe I can apply it on top of what I have now, which I actually think is too light of a highlighter for me. But I pick up very little on my brush, and then it goes on, you see, as like a little bit of a warm sheen, and you can't see it, and that's the magic of these skin glazing. You can't see that it's an annoying stripe of dark highlighter. It's the magic, really. Yeah, so this one I'm really happy about having. I love skin glazing anything, so I don't know, I'm just expecting more. Give me more skin glazing everything would be great. Then that was that order, and could have been a moment of learning. We will take it as a moment of learning for this month. On the positive side, I also purchased something that I needed, and that was my one tinted moisturizer for the year. That was part of my low buy. I was hoping to buy only one tinted moisturizer, and I think I might actually get two this year instead of only one. I repurchased my Ginseng SPF 40 Energy Boosting Tinted Moisturizer. If you follow me for a while, you know that this is the third tube that I buy, but it was 30% off. That's quite a lot. You don't like 25% off on Douglas Netherlands. That's quite common, but you don't really ever see it this discounted, and I really like it. Like, I've been using it for a long time. It lasts me all summer and beyond, and yeah, I'm happy I found it on sale. I'm happy I purchased it. It's all good. I think this was kind of not budgeted for this month, but was budgeted for the year. I needed a tinted moisturizer with SPF for spring and summer. It's what I wear the most, so I'm okay with that. In my plans, I had to buy the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, and I think I'm still going to, but I can't find it in stock ever, and or not in times when there's sales. So it's available on Feel Unique, sometimes on Look Fantastic, sometimes on Cult Beauty. And last weekend there was a sale, there was a 20% off code on Cult Beauty running around, and it was of course out of stock. It's almost as if they do it on purpose. Probably not, but another thing I purchased, which was a bit of an impulse buy, not necessary, but oh my goodness, is it gorgeous, is the new By Terry Brightening CC palette. Now, By Terry is not a brand that I actually or ever was on my radar. It's a bit too bougie, it's a bit too expensive, but this palette is exactly what I feel like would introduce me to the brand. This was 20% off on Look Fantastic. I purchased it for 38 euros, and it's usually much more. I think it's 49. And single shades of these CC brightening powders are 50 bucks each at least. I feel like it's a little bit like Hourglass, so it's expensive but amazing. And these are 4 powders. I'm trying not to blind you. 4 powders that are illuminating. So there's a more yellow tone, that was the highlight that I was wearing before, a more pinky tone highlighter. This one I swatched it, of course. I observed has a little bit of glitter, a corally pink blush. That's also what I'm wearing right now. I really like it. It's actually quite seamless on the skin, and it looks like not too much blush, but can you see the amount of sheen that my cheeks have? It's incredible. And this guy right here was actually the most surprising one because I thought it would be a bronzer. This one is supposed to be similar to not apricot, but Sunny Flash, not apricot flash, but Sunny Flash from the bigger ones that were a limited edition that you can't really find anymore. But it's an orange topper. Like, I've seen people use it as a bronzer, like all over the face, but it's like an orange. You see how orange that is? And how shiny, and I can't understand how this can be a bronzer. Then again, I took a nice fluffy brush and applied that one all over the outside of my face. And I think especially on the forehead, you can see it does a little bit of bronzing, and maybe I can apply a bit more on this side. I don't know. Like, it actually emphasizes my wrinkles, like these three. Such a rude camera shutting me off, but I was saying that I guess the emphasizing is what you get with shiny products. However, nevertheless, I don't think this would work for me for a bronzer, but as a blush topper, it will look beautiful. If you want to know more in-depth review of this guy, let me know. I'll be happy to make a video and maybe compare it to Hourglass, because I feel like the powders are quite similar, but this is the first time I put them on, so I can't really give you a review yet. Let me know down below. And then the final purchase of this month is from Nude Sticks, and I didn't know they came in this nice tin. My passion and obsession with cream blushes has not ended, so I bought the Nude Sticks Nudies Matte All Over Bronze color in the shade Sunkissed, because it's the blush shade of my dreams, because it screams Alice from the top of roofs, and it's this beautiful terracotta brown that I can just doze myself into and just have everywhere. I've used it a few times. I really like it. It is the perfect shade for me. It's one of these warm shades that I would apply all over, up to here and over my nose, and I could put it on my lips and on my eyes and on everywhere. I love it. I love, love, love it. It's not very innovative for a color for me. I find that other things are more daring, but I know that this is something that I'll use. I also used it without any base makeup on, and it made me just look a little bit more alive and a bit more put together. I really liked it. I when I received it, I just put it on to go do groceries, I think, and in this time of isolation, quarantine, not wanting to wear makeup, I felt so good about myself. I was like, oh, I have a little bit of a flush. I dabbed it on my lips and on my eyes just with my finger, and I loved it. I'm really, really happy with this. I bought it during a 25% off sale on Douglas, Netherlands. I'm so happy they have this brand there right now, and it's available and it's eligible for discounts. It's always really nice. So overall this month I spent around 120 euros. It's less than what my budget is, because if I divided the 2,000 euros per month, I think my budget would be around 160. And so far this year, I've always been under or around that budget. So I'm happy with that. And I am pretty happy with most of my purchases. As I said, one was on my wish list for a long time. One is a repurchase and kind of necessity. One is a splurge, a bougie splurge, which I'm not mad about. I love having a bougie thing here and there. I'm not a bougie person. You'll never come here for bougie anything. I'm just too straightforward for that. But I feel like this makes me feel very good. It smells like roses so much. Not that I love it. It smells a bit like old lady. But it's bougie, right? I'm supposed to love it. I don't know, it's so funny. We can go into a whole conversation about that. And then these guys, this I'm really happy about. And what is it? These two I'm really happy about. This guy could have done without. Learning lesson number 2, Alice, because I've already had a palette this year that I could have done without. Can you see the similarity actually again in shades? What is it with me and loving these shades without blinding you and not using them? I don't know why. I'm like attracted to them, but then I don't, once I have them, I'm like, not really gonna use them. I mean, I like this makeup and I did this makeup with the idea of it being a little bit of a wearable daytime. I've had it on actually now for 10 hours already. A nice daytime look with this palette because of course you can go really, really smoky and shiny and everything, but this is quite a wearable, let's say, makeup, but this is not something I'd wear on a daily basis. It's just not my colors. Anyways, review for those will come. Let me know if you want to see something about the By Terry palette. I don't know if you guys are interested. My audience isn't usually that into bougie makeup. I don't know. You guys, you have to tell me. I don't know you that well. And yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm struggling not to spend much more money than this, but I'm doing okay. And I have not purchased from MAC, which has a 25% off sale right now. I feel like I've said this before this year. It seems like MAC is doing discounts all the time nowadays. I haven't purchased from MAC the blushes, the Glow Play blush that I wanted, but I feel like still the colors don't really suit me. So that's okay. And yeah, I'm holding on for dear life not to spend all my money. We'll see how that continues. Let me know how your low buy is going, your low buy or no buy. I checked my calendar that I have on my bullet journal, which is downstairs, not here with me. And I've only indeed made beauty purchases 4 times this month, but on the other hand, I bought a lot of plants, clothes, house stuff. So my shopping addiction isn't really helped. I'm just spending less on makeup, which one step at a time. We're starting with spending less on makeup and then on the rest, we'll see. Talking about plants, in front of me, my cacti need some help, or my succulents need some help. So I'm gonna go do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well and holding on to your low buy budgets or to your no buys. Let me know down below how it's going. And I hope you're doing well in this whole isolation. We're slowly going into normality, very slowly, slightly opening stores, I heard, and yeah, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.